April 27th is a day that I'll never forget. Normal day, I just remember opening my front door and just seeing it pouring, cats and dogs, and I'm like, wow, here we go. And it was, not even 9:30 in the morning. And it's kind of like what everyone says, that's what Paul said. And, I remember knowing ahead of time that it was going to be a bad day. I've never gone through anything like this. I remember coming in and they pretty much sent us out the door right away. We stopped at a furniture store across from Northgate Mall. Their roof had caved in, they had some mortar damage, and I was like, okay, we got something serious, but really, looking back on it, that was nothing. Hearing from what we've heard on the scanners, that was just really heartbreaking, and that people were trapped and they couldn't get to them and they couldn't find them, they could hear them, and then the other lines of storms were coming through. It just poured harder than I've ever seen rain, and it was scary, and we knew somewhere down that road was where this tornado hit, but I'm kind of glad we didn't see it in the day, because after when the sunlight came out and what was there, I don't know how the first responders do it sometimes. And it's easy to see it on TV or see a picture of it, but until you go there and actually see it firsthand and actually can smell that, touch that, step around it, it's what they do is just amazing. I just remember though, I didn't really roll in a lot because I think I was just stunned or trying to take it all in and didn't really know what was going on. And as the news, we're always trying to go in when people are coming out. We're always trying to get closer and see what's really going on. And it was dark out, it was pouring out, and we knew something big was up there. And it was just more of maybe standing around watching what was going on and never seen anything like this. And then, where we weren't getting anywhere. And so we went to the command center, and we got to the command center, and I think it really hit. And people were hugging and crying, and you would hear, lots of cries. There's no way the camera could have captured everything, because when you drive down that road or you get closer, you start walking to where the tornado had gone through, it just blows you away. It would have been a family in Bradley County. They survived by going underneath their stairwell, and that was the only thing that survived in the whole place. And we had stopped and talked to them 2 days after. They were there, they were picking through, they had all their friends and family picking through the house. The house, two-level house, story house, leveled, cars in the garage, crushed underneath. But these people were just picking through and making a good time out of it. And I mean, you've lost everything, but they were still going, and a lot of people were like that. It wasn't like people were sitting around moping around. Everyone was helping each other. They were, salvaging what they could. I know it has changed me, because it just makes you realize that there's other things in the world, or I say it's just not always, shooting everything or always having the camera on.